Hello, my friends, and thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the road ahead for April 18 through 24, sneaking up on that full moon in Scorpio on the 26th. Hang on, guys. What's going on? We do this weekly reading by element, so we'll shuffle and cut. 8 of Rods and the 8 of Pentacles. It's a tie, earth or fire. Let's see. What is the message that you are waiting on? What are the messages about work? Who are we talking about? Page of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. We're going to do water signs first. So there is good news, I would say, involving work. Perhaps that was a message for you, my water sign friends. I think that you're going to probably be surprised as well by what comes in. So what's happening for the water signs of this world, please? The week of April 18 through 24, 2021. What's going on for the water signs? The 4 of Pentacles. The Moon. The Tower. One card, please. Thank you. And the Knight of Swords. Well, my friends, we have the 5 of Rods at the bottom of the deck. So I would say, my water sign friends, that there is a message, maybe even about work, that's going to be a little bit of a conflict. And there's a lot of unknown in it. So how are you going to handle this? You're going to set out on your own, or you're going to seek some guidance? You may need to seek some financial guidance in this, because this may catch you off guard, my water sign friends. The 4 of Pentacles. You know, I think you're on stable ground, but at the same time, things are going to be pulled out from underneath you, it feels like. Now, we saw that Page of Cups there as well, so this could actually be good news. The problem is you don't know what's on the other side. So here it is. Okay, so here it is. Here's your step up and take charge attitude, my water sign friends. The King of Rods there, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You are conveying the messages, or the messages come to you in the form of a contract. They come to you in the form of a perhaps loan, a financial influx here, so that you can handle whatever is going on. But this is going to be that new beginning for you. It's where you rise up, my friends. Fantastic. But it does require you to step up, and that takes a lot of courage here, because you don't know what's on the other side. So whatever's happening in your world here, my friends, the Tower is going to shake things up. All right, you're going to be called to use your imagination. You're going to be called to think outside the box, okay? Because again, you know, reflecting is not getting you where you need to go. It's not a matter of what's in the past. Here we go. The emotions on the table. So there is a conflict here, a personal conflict, it feels like. This could still be work where it's satisfaction and contentment and ease that you want to bring in but can't see on the other side. But I think this is personal. There's a reciprocity. Do we need to get some guidance to step up and take charge? How are you going to do that? Are you offering or sending out these arrows of love in a commitment here, my friends? Are you starting something fresh, a little bit timid after a recent difficulty or sadness even? Does this catch you off guard, this opportunity? So where does it come in? Let's see what's happening for my Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio friends. We've got Pisces right here with the moon. So what do we have sneaking out there? This is the 8 of Wands, and there it is again, those messages coming in yet again, my friends. So the messages of love are flying fast. The messages of satisfaction are coming in, and very likely with that Scorpio full moon. So how are you going to resolve this conflict? I think you are in a really good place. If it's financial, you know, you're hanging on, you're holding your own. It's not necessarily it's not unstable, but it's not necessarily where you want to be. All right, and that's the unknown part. That's our moon card back out again, my water sign friends. So Pisces indicated here big time today. The emotions are going to be running high. You've been thinking about where you are, how stable your footing is, whether or not you have enough money. Is there an opportunity to negotiate more? Is there a generosity that is on your path as a leader in a position here? Is that what catches you off guard? I don't think it's definitely something you didn't expect, but at the same time, are you going to charge right in? I think you are. Water signs. What's going on for the water signs? The Three of Swords. Oh, you may be a little bit hesitant. We saw that Queen of Cups down here before, feeling a little bit vulnerable, a little bit like, oh God, can I do this again? And the answer is, my friends, yes. Despite the fact that there was this difficulty here, you are going to be in a very strong position. The King of Pentacles there, my water sign friends. So whatever it is you are stepping up to be perhaps a leader or taking charge of a relationship, hearing some news about work where they give you a raise, or even negotiating, working on that, I think it is going to be a comfortable position. Here's the Six of Wands indicating success. So despite the fact that you've been disappointed perhaps in the past, and that's colored your reflection a little bit, and you know, I think when this opportunity comes in, you're a little bit hesitant because you've been here before. And the question is, am I going to do the same thing again? Here's the Six of Cups. You know, it may have been a very uncomfortable position, but I think on the other side of this, you know, the Tower comes in and kind of shakes things up for our benefit usually, and sometimes it stings when it happens, but at the same time, you know, when we get to the other side, it's kind of like, okay, I see why. I see what happened here. I think that's what's happening here. You may be on the cusp of the other side, this contentment that you hear of, or this satisfaction that comes to you through those heartfelt messages of emotion. Here's the Five of Cups. Well, if you blew up at someone, if you had a conflict with someone, or feel it brewing, don't say things that you are going to regret. Our Knight of Swords typically charges in without thinking and really upsets the landscape. So if this is a personal and heartfelt relationship, convey those messages with love, convey them perhaps rapid fire, or even quickly. Things will change. You know, I think that you need to be careful there with your words, water sign friends. What do we have? We have the Empress. You could stir it up. You could really create a problem with those words. So be careful there, my water sign friends. I would say to you that you don't want to go through this with any regrets. So if it means that, you know, you open your heart and take in this love, our Queen of Cups in this deck has a very open cup. I think it's wide open, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah, it's wide open, and she's waiting. So open that cup. I know it's been difficult. It's been painful. Despite what's happened, you are going to be in a good position once you finish this. There's the Six of Rods again, too. So success. It may be that, you know, through all of this reflection, you recognize what it is you have to do, what it is that may be important to you, and where you may want to begin again with a new commitment, a new, perhaps even contract with work. One more card here, please. Thank you. Oh, okay, so we have two. We have the Two of Wands and the World. So it's time to close that chapter, but it is up to you to decide which action to take, my water sign friends. Which direction are you going? Following your heart? I do hope so. That's usually the best route. Water signs, let's see what the Spirit Messages deck has to say for you. Intuitive nudges. There's that Hermit down below here too. So follow your intuition. It knows what path you need to be on. Intuitive nudges. Intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and to our divine spirit. Listen to your intuition in this, my friends. It may be that, you know, you get caught off guard, but you're going to know exactly what you need to do. Think outside the box. Use your imagination, and most of all, use your heart in this. Use your emotions to benefit the situation, because, you know, you may have been wounded in the past, but I think that, you know, you're growing more and more comfortable on the other side of this. Water signs. All right, let's pick this up. We'll see who's next. Thanks so much for your tuning in. I do appreciate your attention to my channel. Let's see what's going on here. Who's next? Oops, sorry. I just want to shuffle these in a bit. All right, so who's up next? We have air, earth, fire. Who's up next? What's going on in the world? April 18 through 24 of 2021. And who are we talking about? Who's going to be our next element? Seven of Rods and the Eight of Swords. So air signs, my friends, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini on the table. We have the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Rods. So I think you're feeling extremely challenged, okay? Like you really don't have a move. You're kind of boxed in a little bit, my air sign friends. And that's never a comfortable place. Now you may be feeling like you have things in hand, but there's still an element of doubt and unease in your confidence. What's happening for the air signs, please? April 18 through 24, air signs, please. Oh, air signs. The Strength card, so there's your confidence. You need to buck up. Strength, courage, determination, Leo. What's happening here for my air sign friends? Here's the Five of Swords. So you are questioning yourself, questioning whether or not, what did we see? The Eight of Swords and the Seven of Wands, right? We had challenges. And it's kind of like, you know, how much more can I do this? Air signs. That one, thank you. Six of Wands. You may recognize, you may feel like you know it's time to change this. Time to maybe walk away. And here it is, the Ace of Swords. Time to get really clear on what it is you want, my air sign friends. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Rods, exactly. You have a choice to make. Which direction are you going? Which one is drawing you? Okay, I think perhaps you've had enough of whatever is going on, and it's time to change your personal direction. There's the Seven of Rods. Okay, because it has been quite a challenge to really, maybe you were called to step up and now you have to take a step back because it is a sensitive issue and you'd rather do it from afar because it's very close to home. All right, so words can be spoken here. Something's coming to a close, something's coming to an end, and I want to say, my air sign friends, it's up to you. Ace of Swords there, giving you a really clear vision of what it is you want, but you're toying with something. You're back and forth. It's kind of like, oh God, do I have to do this again? Here it is, the Death card. Yes, the transition. So you could even be questioning the transformation that you are in the process of. Have courage, have faith, stand up there, my air sign friends. You are going to have the victory that you're looking for, okay? The success, the victory, the clarity is here. But the end, something is coming to a close, the end, and you are doing that. You are the one that is responsible for the ending. And, you know, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to take some real courage, but the Wheel of Fortune has put a decision on your path, a real clarity of vision and direction that you may want to go in. This is a new idea, I bet. Here's the Knight of Swords. Yes, we saw that. Things are going to be changing quickly here. You've got some challenges, but I think once you make the decision to move forward, you're going to step up. You're going to take charge. You've been waiting on this moment. You've been thinking about it for quite some time. And it is a situation that, you know, you have to approach with a cool, calm, and collected exterior because it is, I want to say, a sensitive issue. So be careful with your words here. This King of Cups doesn't like to get involved. He's very supportive and very loving and kind and generous and all of that, but if it's drama, he doesn't want to get involved. And here you are, I want to say, cutting through all of that BS, whatever it is, the struggle, the strife, the questioning of whether or not I really should. I think the answer is pretty clear there with the Death card, the World card, closing that cycle. Now I do hope it is this cycle of loss and lack. The Seven of Swords, even a little bit of mistrust about the money. What's going on? Let's see what's happening with the air signs, please. At Knight of Swords there, you may recognize that it's time for you to charge in and finish something. The Wheel of Fortune has given you that bolster of confidence. Tell me about the Ace of Swords, please. Where are my air signs going? They have a really clear vision of what they want. And the Two of Swords, but you don't want to make the decision. Now, I saw that in here. That Two of Swords right there, you've put them down, those two. So you may have hesitated on this decision, but it's coming back around. It's coming back around. You may have thought you had it in hand, but you don't. You didn't. Here it is. It's time now to finish it. It's time to put it to rest. That Seven of Swords. There's a difficulty there. There's a drawing away, a pulling away from the situation. It's kind of like, I'm done with this, and you're really going to finish it. Tell me about the Strength card, please. The Leo energy here, bold and brash and really focused on what it is I think you want. All right, that Wheel of Fortune has really snapped you to attention. They are my air sign friends. It's kind of like, okay, now what? Do I continue doing what I'm doing? Is there a transition of power here? That's the Six of Rods. This, what is that? That is the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. So there may be a loss or a lack in this group of people, and it's kind of like, you know what, if that happens, now it doesn't have to be an actual passing, but there is an ending. There is a cutting away here, perhaps of a person. Okay, someone in your tribe, someone in your work environment, someone in your life is, I think, transitioning out. Okay, that may be at your decision. It may be that you've tried to keep the peace for so long, but you just can't do it anymore. That's this Knight of Rods, excuse me, the Knight of Swords there. And you're going solo. You're going to do something on your own. You're taking your ideas and you're going to move through it. But you know, you tried. You did your best here. Ace of Swords, what do we have? We have the Lovers, the choice within a partnership, within a relationship. Someone is departing your circle there, my air sign friends. This is the Knight of Pentacles, which is going to require, I think, a new plan. It's going to require that someone charges in and steps up despite the challenges. This is what you've been groomed for, my air sign friends, to be in charge. And you've been waiting on this day for quite some time. But you got to be sensitive about it, because it does involve that social circle that is near and dear to you, okay? The Four of Rods indicates your home as well. So you may be causing some upset in that area, and you need to close that before you lose it, before you lose, I think, everything that you've built or whatever it is that you're trying to tiptoe around, because there are people here that are very important to you. But you've got to make some changes, because the options are not necessarily clear at this point. You kind of feel like there's been a little bit of, there's been some mistrust there in regards to, I want to feel like this is business. All right, and you've got to make a choice. There's been some difficulty. Somebody's leaving the environment, and then that means that you have a choice to step up and decide what is next. Put your vision out there. Do what you need to do, okay? Enough tiptoeing. Here's my air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini here with the Spirit Messages deck. Card for the air signs, please. Thank you. Ancestral Wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. So you may be gathering your strength from someone on the other side. There may have been a passing, and they are coming through to you and perhaps advising you on what needs to be done in this choice, this partnership. But you know, doing nothing is a decision as well. So you can stay where you are, my friends, but the challenges don't change if you do that. So, Ancestral Wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. So, air signs, I think you have help from the other side. It's probably with the messages that you're hearing, and maybe even a little bit of this confidence. But I think you know intrinsically within yourself what needs to be done here already. You may get a hint from the other side, but I truly think this is your decision. All right, let's see who's next. Fire or earth? Fire or earth? This is the road ahead for April 18 through 24 of 2021. Who do we have? Fire or earth? Who's up next for this week? April 18. 10 of rods. Somebody's under some pressure. Something needs to change. I want to say there's a relief that's coming in. You're ready to put this down, whatever it is. Earth or fire? That was fire, right? Let's see what's going on. We'll cut and see who's next. The Devil and the Ace of Swords. Well, that's Capricorn and the Ace of Swords. So you're trying to free yourself from a contract, free yourself from something that is holding you. All right, it's time to cut loose. So who is that for? You're under pressure to cut loose. The Eight of Swords and the Sun. Try not to doubt, because look at how beautiful that is. Now that's Leo there. Tell me, earth or fire? Earth or fire, please. Cups, cups, cups. Earth or fire? My goodness. We've got cups coming out. We shuffle really well. Earth or fire? Appreciate your patience with the cards. We've got the Hierophant jumping out. Who's next? Earth or fire? The Hierophant and strength. My goodness, what a combination. Courage, morals, integrity, and lots of determination to get it done. What's happening here? Earth or fire? Oh my goodness. They're mad at me because I didn't just take the 10 of Wands, right? Ace of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. So earth signs, here you are, earth signs. I don't know if those messages were for you, but let's start fresh for you, earth signs. The Ace of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. So something you've been hoping for, something you've been dreaming of, just drops right in your lap this week. Now this could be a new financial road, could be a new path that you haven't trod before and you really need to commit to it. It could be something that's valuable but has to grow from a seedling. So where are we taking this, my earth sign friends? Something that you want, something that you'll, I think, enjoy, something that may bear more fruit than you might even imagine. This is the road ahead for the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, April 18 through 24 of 2021. Thank you. 6 of rods. The 9 of cups. The 4 of swords. And the 7 of swords. So, despite any misgivings you may have, and despite any downtime you may have been experiencing, my earth sign friends, I think that you are investigating ways to be successful, and I think that is coming to you. You're looking at ways to bring in what it is you want, and I think that period of fallow or even stagnant energy has served you well, because you've been able to meditate, you've been able to really decide what it is you want to take with you and what it is you want to leave behind, okay? And it's sometimes about purging and closing cycles so that we can bring in this real joy and happiness and contentment and perhaps even a relationship and family here. What do we have? The Knight of Swords. I think things are going to change quickly once you give up the ghost here. And I mean, give up whatever it is that you've been holding off on, okay? You really can't see where you're headed, so you're going to have to kind of let the Wheel of Fortune drag you along, spin you around, and then make the best out of it that you can here with the Magician. You know what? You have the patience to do what needs to be done in this. You've just got to get there, and it feels like you're working your way there. Curiosity right here, my friends, searching out what is next for you. So in this meditation, how have my earth signs been thinking? What have they been thinking? Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The Four of Swords here, please. We have the Four of Swords. And we have the Five of Cups. So I think you've been thinking about things that needed to change, things that weren't necessarily happy thoughts, okay? There's been a little bit of remorse and you know, maybe even some regrets or guilt there as well. You may feel like you've got no other choice but to leave things behind. I think there is a different road to bring in a better result, if that's the case, my earth sign friends. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. What is it that you are willing to leave behind? What do we get? We have the Eight of Cups. Willing to leave something behind. Exactly. Didn't you see that down here? Maybe not. Okay, well, there's our King of Pentacles. Wonderful energy there. Secure, solid, stable. Earth signs, Capricorn, and the contracts here, or the responsibilities for the children. So how is this happening? So you may be leaving a relationship. You may be leaving a situation that, you know, was a very comfortable situation until it wasn't. And now it's time. I think in this meditative state, you've had the opportunity to really reflect on what's been going on and make some interesting and important choices, directions here too. I think you want to close out that cycle and you want to be happy, and it's time for that to change. So where's the Seven of Swords coming into the earth signs? What is it that you don't trust here? Maybe you don't trust yourself enough to feel like you can do it on your own, but I believe you can. The success is here. That's what, if that's what you've been hoping for, then yes, you can do it. Okay, the Page of Wands. So not only do we have the Page of Swords, we have the Page of Wands. So we have curiosity and then excitement and action. All right, and the action is to deal with it, to finish it, to put it behind you and leave it and move forward in a very with your head held high, my earth sign friends. Sometimes, you know, we get in this mode of meditative state and, you know, really thinking about everything that's gone on, and we get wallowing and we get into that and we can't get out sometimes. So, you know, it's time to pick yourself up. It's time to get excited about the directions that you're going now. Excited about leaving something, kind of could go either way, but at the same time I want to think that on the other side this is better for you. Okay, it's been a heavy load you've been carrying. Tell me about the Six of Rods, please. Where's the success? What do we have here? We have the Nine of Rods. You know, you've gotten here through sheer, I want to say, backbone. All right, you're just not giving up. You're not letting go. You may have thought to, you may have decided to, but you really didn't. Okay, I think you found a new direction in which to finish that cycle, a new direction on how to close the chapter with a much better result. What did you do? Think outside the box, right? With that Page of Swords, doing all of your research and investigation and handling it, I want to say, like a boss, but at the same time with a real kind of Mr. Rogers energy. Okay, or King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Sweet, kind, considerate, compassionate, supportive. So you do have support from others in whatever this adventure is. And I say adventure because you've got really bright and beautiful energies coming up. You're almost there, my earth sign friends. Don't give up. Hang on and stand tall. Be kind in whatever you're doing, and I think that's going to take you a long way. You know, this Page of Swords can be some difficult conversations, and if that is the case, then you want to make sure that you are approaching it from a perspective of trying to heal it rather than cut it away. Okay, try to do it with kindness and compassion, and whatever it is you're leaving, don't burn the bridge. Okay, don't burn the bridge. This is here, right? Tell me about the Nine of Cups. So what is it that you are, and here's the Three of Swords. Ooh, what do we have? And the Six of Cups. So there may be a case where your children are disappointing you and you are just taking a step back and really trying to figure out what the best road is. And perhaps that is standing firm for whatever it is you believe is right, but also approaching them with kindness, compassion, and an effort to heal things. Okay, they may have been on the other side of this, and really thought that that they were disappointed in a situation, and I think they're coming around. They've distanced themselves from it a little bit, or you have, and really have been thinking about what's gone on and maybe ready to deal with it and put it behind you. One more card here, please, for my Earth sign friends. Thank you. The Ace of Wands. Try not to be too powerful, okay? We don't want to club them over the head, especially if this is a children or close relationship. Don't, whatever it is that made you uncomfortable, that is changing, okay? And you're going to be able to stand up. You're going to be able to have that confidence back again. You're going to be able to I think grow in different directions too. You've researched perhaps some options so that you can close this cycle and be happy. And I think things are going to take off for you. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. What's happening with the spirit messages for my Earth sign friends? So guys, closing a cycle, just deal with it, finish it. Do your best to do what needs to be done to heal it though. Don't just cut it away. All right? You want to promote this new growth. You want to travel in the direction of your passion, of your success, of your happiness, of your comfort. Ten of Cups there, bringing in some joy. Now, here we go. Here's the support. This is the card named Support. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. So, this King of Cups is a lifetime thing, but that doesn't mean that there doesn't need to be some healing and perhaps even some forgiveness going on there. I think that it has true potential to recover from whatever this disappointment, this sorrow, or misunderstanding is what they're telling me is. So close the cycle. Have those conversations that need to be had and close it up. Give it up. Be finished with it and move on. Do the healing that is necessary and move forward with your head held high, knowing you did the best you could do. Now, that doesn't mean that it's all going to reconcile, but if you can do your best to deal with it and put it to rest for yourself, I think you are going to find this satisfaction, contentment, and happiness on the other side, perhaps even with the children. I'm not sure what that means. There may have been an estrangement there. Support. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. So, Earth signs. Looks like a little bit perhaps of family drama on the table this week. Do your best to keep your cool. Speak your piece, absolutely, but keep your cool in it. Okay, who do we have? We have fire signs next. Thank you so much for waiting. I do appreciate it. What's going on with the fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is the road ahead, April 18 through 24. April 18 through 24. Ace of Rods, there you are, loud and proud, going in a particular direction, getting all excited, moving through to new opportunities, new ideas that are causing you some anxiety. Fire signs, what is it that you are thinking about? What's keeping you up? Here's the Four of Pentacles. Do I have enough? Can I hold on? And the fire signs here, the Lovers. You have a choice to make. That's our Gemini card. All right, so take a second look at things. They may not, I don't think they're as bad as you are making them out to be. And you need to change, oops, what do we have here? Change your outlook a little bit. Take care of business. You're going to be all right. Don't doubt it here, because, you know, the plan that you have is solid. You may need to bob and weave a little bit and revise the plan a little bit. Revise the vision, okay? You may also have these 3 knights involved in a situation, and somebody's got to wrangle them. Somebody's got to say, hey, snap to over here, I'm in charge. Okay, so who is that? Is that you? Are you lacking the confidence to do that? I don't think so. Fire signs. All right, let's get to the 9 of Swords here. What is keeping you on your toes here, my fire sign friends? Normally, when you see the 9 of Swords, it's not as bad as you think it is, okay? And we've already got this new attitude adjustment here at the bottom of the deck, the 6 of Swords, really looking for smoother waters. I do believe you're questioning whether or not it'll be a success. Whatever your passion is, whatever your choice is, whatever direction you're headed in, you know, you're on solid ground right now. Try not to worry, because the success is here for you. You may even recognize that you need to make a choice in this relationship, in this partnership. The Lovers, you're taking a second look at it, a hard look at what you're doing. What's going on for the fire signs here, please, with the Gemini card? What do we have? That's the 7 of Swords. Ooh, there's trouble in paradise. If this is a relationship, then you are concerned with whether or not something has gone public. You may be concerned with, you know, if your passion was exposed for a particular partner. Let's see, what does this mean? The 9 of Cups. Well, there is someone that is, I want to say, very nurturing and the caretaker here, and you know, it may be a choice between them and someone else. It may be that, you know, you choose to be that caretaker and sacrifice a little bit of whatever else you wanted to do here. What's going on? The 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups. So it's put you, I think, in a difficult position, and you've really had to review your financial status. You really had to review your holdings, whatever it is you're hanging on to. And it may be time to perhaps release some of this and distance yourself from a partnership, distance yourself from a relationship, or distance yourself, change a particular relationship here. But this is your choice. This is what you're doing, and I think you're following your passion here. You're following your you're looking for some new growth. This has been stagnant, it feels like. There's mistrust there too. There's the 2 of Swords. You know, it's too difficult a decision. You can't make the choice. You can't make the decision. I think you know what needs to be done. You recognize that. You recognize that there needs to be a change in outlook. Things need to get easier. We can't do this forever. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but you got business to take care of. Things that you want to go your way, despite the fact that you don't really feel like they are. You feel like you're stuck. All right, but you've got a plan. I think you've got an exciting new plan that is going to be supported by these other people here. They do have your back. So you've got a couple of, these knights, they're all on a quest, okay? A vision quest, you know, a change, and also security here. So there's going to be a change in your security, your vision of your security. What's happening here? Okay, and it's going to, I think it's going to be better than you expect. It's going to be on more solid ground than you expect. Tell me about the Ace of Rods here. What do we have? The Queen of Swords. Yes. So, you know, you may have snapped to this decision. I'm not saying you didn't think about it, because our Queen of Swords is someone that is very logical and methodical, and she's going to rationalize things through until she can say, you know what, I see everything, or see as much as possible, and I'm opting for the better route for me. And despite the misgivings you may have on it, the mistrust you may have in the relationship, I think you are, I think you're holding off on that. What's the decision? What is the decision? I think it's I think you want to stir things up. You need to have a new direction. What's the Ace of Rods here for? You need to have your stamina, your self-esteem back, all right? You know, I think you're finally in a comfortable place enough to make that decision, okay? So it may have taken you a while to get there, but here you are. The Nine of Swords, you know, you still have those doubts, that anxiety that's keeping you up, but yeah, and it's about the money, it's about the financial there. And you've been waiting a long time to actually do this. So what's another week, right? Well, I don't know. I think it's time. The Queen of Swords is somebody that is decisive, okay? She's gonna rationalize it and lay it out. Absolutely, she is. But she's going to be rather abrupt. She's going to make a snap decision. She's going to react here. And I think charge forward. One more card, please, for the Ace of Rods. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's Justice. Oh, what do we have? The Queen of Rods and Justice. You're focused on making things right. So if you are focused on making things right here, and you know, you've been hanging out and waiting and self-sacrificing even to get this done, I think you've been, you know, there may be some regrets that you waited so long, but I think now is the time for action. The Ace of Rods is charging forward, all right? You have some anxiety about whether or not you can still do it, whether or not you can afford it, whether or not you can hang on to whatever resources you've been able to put together, and you're, you know, kind of making this decision a little bit bound, a little bit blindfolded here. Seven of Swords and the Two of Swords, blindfolded and not quite sure of where you're going. So I've got the 7, 8, and 9 of Swords. So you are all up in your head here, my fire sign friends. You want to make sure that you are seeing what's available to you clearly, because these doubts and limiting beliefs here with the 8 of Swords are holding you hostage, but you can easily get out now. Easily is a relative term, okay? It is not an easy decision, but it is going to be one that I think turns out the way you want, my fire sign friends. All right, let's see what the spirit messages have to say for the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. One card, there we go, thank you. Oh, look what we have here. Stand your ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. Here it is right here, my friends, the Ace of Rods. Now, you know what? You can. You're on solid footing. You can do whatever you want to do. Here is that choice within a relationship, and you know what? If you stand your ground in it, it may be, you know, that it's difficult to make a move, but I think it is going to be fair. Now, if we're talking about a relationship, justice could, of course, represent a legal action, one that you don't necessarily want to take, but you don't see any other way through, okay? Carefully consider what the smoother road will be, because you've sacrificed enough, okay? Take charge, focus on what it is that you want, focus on what it is you desire, and make that decision when it presents itself so that you can move forward. Stand your ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. Fire signs, wonderful. Thanks so much, guys. I truly appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget, comment, comment, comment. Description box below. Thanks.